Hello again. This is an example of what I am replacing, what I have replaced right now. This is a music and sound N320. Is that what it is? In fact, it is an N350. But it had everything with time and radio and all the different stations and stuff like that. It had phono input, tape, and AM, FM, power to turn the system on, the radio on, all the different good knobs and stuff like that, presets, radio, time, setting, alarms, different stuff like that. Don't quite get as much with a new intercom system, but this was pretty good probably when it came out. And it came out well, the warranty expired September 1st of 1988. You can see the unit itself, how it came from the wall. Once it was pulled from the wall, everything in the radio attached to here. All the red wires for the intercom system attached here. All of the black attached here. All of the white attached here. The black for the doorbell attached here. All right. Here's for the black, white, red. And then all the greens attached to each one of these, physically attached to each one of these stations. So you had all of the reds bundled up and pressed into that wire press there. All of the whites, all the blacks, and then only the greens were spread out. So you had cables that were kind of bunched in tightly into this area here. Input for speaker. That's one was for phono or tape, and the other one was for phono. That's what this is. You have auxiliary inputs on the new system as well. But with this system, as you can imagine, I had 9 systems, so all the wires were coming out of the wall in a mess. But took the transformer from here, added a 15 amp 110 socket here, have extra intercom cables and 4-wire cables tied together and bundled up. These lead nowhere. I toned them out. I knew I had 9 stations. One station would not tone out. So all I have is 8 stations. And as you can see, those wires, this is the phone wire, red, black, and orange. It connects down to the door button right down there, the door connector that plugs in to the each one of these pulls off of its mounts, and there is a wire for each station or each room. As you can see by the I've identified them by the blue tags on them, and we've got a list of which one goes to what station, and we plugged them in like we wanted them to. So that's where we are for setup on that. What we're waiting on is a bit of electrical tape so I can tidy up that connection right there. It's kind of a strange deal to have to go directly to the 110 and, I don't know, kind of formulate your own way to get it there. I am not an electrician. Don't accuse me of being one. Maybe I should have got one, but like I said, if they helped out with any of this stuff, I'd be glad to pay them money. But they don't, so they lose. And I win in the experience. So this is the this is the module itself. It doesn't have the front door on it, but as you can see, it has the LED. It has the buttons for directionals, menu, select, listen, talk, up, down, left, right, volume, up, down. We'll put the case on that, and it'll be nice and clean. This it did come with the suspension strap that is holding the master unit up. And like I said, this is a pretty simple unit. Here in the back is FM antenna, coax cable that plugs into the antenna. We have the orange original antenna wire, AM antenna wire for the M&S system that plugs into the bottom down there as well. There's a set of speaker outs that I'm going to be trying on a set of in-room speakers that we have in our hearth room, if you will, our great room, our family room. But going to try plugging that in. I don't know if you can see it that well. Well, there's little connectors down in there. That's the FM connector. But there are other connectors in there for external speaker wires and for line in if you have something like that going on. Here in this unit here, as you can see, there's USB firewire and 3.5 millimeter plug, stereo plug for inputs that you can set up on this this box. Yeah, once I get the wires tidied up, I said I've got the junk compressed near the top here, so it'll be out of the way, the wires up, and that will fit in nicely. We did do a test fit. That's how we found out how the transformer had to come out. It was necessary for it to come out. Otherwise that 110 would be behind a transformer cover that sits right there. I said, nobody tell you this stuff. It's all fresh and brand new. But this is where we've gone from unpacking the system, getting a very brief, quick look at the master unit. And again, this is the master unit here. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. The documentation that they give you corresponds to everything that's on the back of these. You can't find the PDFs out there anywhere, but they do send you hard copy documentation of installation and operator's manual. So it's just as easy to understand. They give you a map of the room stations and the master station wire hookups and stuff like that. This is an example of the one of the wall stations. Like I said, I've got 9 of these. One, my office, of course, does not work. It's on the far side of the house. So the cabling is an issue, and it doesn't connect. So I've only got 8 stations. Downstairs, we've got a station downstairs right about here. When it comes to the family room downstairs, there is a volume connector there. So a couple of my mystery wires that are in the cable box back there probably go to this, and they probably also go to these speakers right over here. And I'll be able to test those once we get a new RCA to speaker wire connector from your local electronic workshop. But that's not quite it. For the system, I'll do a grand finale when it's plugged in and the ugly spot is no longer an ugly spot. That should be soon enough, so we'll try it then. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope this was informative for you. It was educational and fun for me. And this stuff was fun. It's like hooking up a radio or an AM/FM converter in my '78 Mustang II when I was a kid. That was fun. I wish my station worked for me, but you know it doesn't. I'm glad it does otherwise. This is a $1,800 doorbell. It's great. Thanks for hanging in there. We'll talk to you later. Bye.